from the Bowman Center, this is the Crowne Plaza Holiday Tournament on the Albright Sports Network. I'm Nikolai Busko. Thank you for joining us. Happy New Year wherever you are, everybody. We hope that the holidays have been great to you so far. This afternoon, the Lions are in the consolation game. It's not fun when you host a tournament and you're in that second, the first game on the second day, but that's what the Lions have in front of them. It certainly wasn't for lack of offense, but they find themselves in a rematch with Cabrini from earlier this season. Albright lost to FD Florham 80-76 in the Crowne Plaza Holiday Tournament yesterday, fell to 6-5 on the season. The Lions almost erased a 10-point deficit with 10 minutes to play. Samuel Majekadumi matched his career high with 32 points. He was 12 of 22 from the field, had 6 boards, 4 steals, and 2 assists. Sidney Brown had 14 points and 2 steals. Isaiah Harris, 12 points, was 5 of 9 for the floor and 6 boards. Troy Smoot, 11 points. Jordan Guerrero, 7 points, 6 boards, 4 steals off the bench. FD Florham shot 56% from the field to counteract all of that. Was 48% from three-point range. So that's what won in the game yesterday. As for Cabrini, they're trying to salvage the weekend to the loss to Virginia Wesleyan, 104-64 to drop in 3-7 on the season. It led 41-40 the opening minute of the second half. Virginia Wesleyan outscored Cabrini 35-6 over a 9-minute stretch early in the second half. Virginia Wesleyan led by 11 points midway through the first half before the Cavaliers got going early. Keith Blassingale led Cabrini with 17 points. Voshan Mack had 16 points, was 7 of 10 from the floor with 12 boards, his 9th double-double of the season. This is a rematch of the Stockton tip-off tournament from last month, where Albright defeated Cabrini in Panoma 83-70. All 5 Albright starters scored at least 10 points. Samuel Majekadumi led the team with 19 points, also had 7 boards, 5 steals, and 3 assists. Cabrini's Keith Blassingale in that game led everyone with 20 points on 9 of 16 shooting. Just about get started here at the Bowman Center. Cabrini will start Blassingale, Mack, Parks, Byers, and Jones for Albright, Spoot, Dancy, Majekadumi, Brown, and Harris. The ball is in the air. We are underway here at the Bowman Center as Majekadumi will defer it back, and the Lions will go to work as the Cabrini bench begins to go to work, yelling defense. Dancy, back to Smoot. Smoot will try for 3 in the early going, does not get the friendly roll. It's knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say it's going to stay with Albright here. So the Lions will get to work here. Underneath, it's going to be Dancy throwing it back in. Back up top it comes Brown. Back it comes to Majekadumi. Smoot looks for Majekadumi, spins to the blocks, turns. Can't get the ball to drop, and it's taken now by Mack. Out to quickly to Byers. Byers will run it up court. Mack thinks about it. Decides to put it back into the far side corner for Blassingale. Mack thinks about it as well, but he's got Harris right on him. Meanwhile, a deep 3 for Blassingale. And that accounts for the first points of the game. Trying to respond is Majekadumi. He's long, but a good rebound right underneath. It's Harris. Can't finish, though. And Cabrini will take over again. It's Byers. Settles it down. Jones in the corner for Parks. Was looking for Mack, went off of somebody in front, but it will remain Cabrini basketball. FDU Florham and Virginia Wesleyan will follow this one at approximately 4 o'clock. And we'll have that game for you here in the Albright Sports Network as well. From the near corner, Parks misses, and quickly it's outlet at Smoot. Able to elude a defender, but can't get the ball to drop. Put a circle around that one. As the Cavs come back with it, it's Parks. Top of the key for Mack. Tries to be quick with it. Underhands and gets the friendly rolling in. Sometimes better to be lucky than good. Right now, looks like Albright a little unlucky. But Smoot trying to change that. Majekadumi back to Smoot. Smoot. And they say there was a push. Jones picks up the game's first foul. As Harris looked like he took a step or two, that was because Jones put an arm into him. So the Lions will toss it back in. It's Dancy. Got it in quickly to Majekadumi, who's able to finish. Sam Majekadumi gets the first points for the Lions, and now the margin is 3. Byers, nice drive, but can't get it to a teammate. But he got it back. Jones for 3, off the front of the rim. Rebound controlled by the Cavs, as Byers will settle it down, but playing some tough defense on him right now is Brown. Jones in the lane for Mack. Mack lost the handle on it, and they say that it went off a Smoot's fingertip or maybe off of Harris. Early stages, consolation game. They put it on every year, and right now, both teams looking for a split, as hitting the deck is Parks, and they say he went down on his own. Parks puts his palms up and says, I had some help hitting the deck. The officials say no. And we have a whistle. And I'm looking around, I'm looking at the shot clock, and they might not have started it on time. So 2:27 gone opening half. Cabrini leads Albright 5-2. If you want to keep up with the Lions teams in the athletic department, you can do so on Twitter. Follow the account Albright Lions. Again, Albright Lions on Twitter. So the Lions will put it back into play as it's going to be Majekadumi chucking it to Dancy. Dancy finds Majekadumi left side, looks for help, and no basket. They say he ran with it, or at least tried to tap dance. So Byers will bring it back for the Cavs, and they're once again having a bit of a problem with the game clock. I want to say it's not that early, but sometimes technology doesn't want to work the way that it was intended. The easy thing to do would be let Cabrini walk up the court again, but they don't want to do it that way. They got to midcourt, so they'll just give him 5 and go on with it. Byers, back to Jones. Not able to finish was Parks, and here come the Lions. Far side with it. Down underneath. Not able to finish was Harris, as there was a stuff at the rim. Worked back to the right side. Dancy for 3. Got it. D'Alessio Dancy knocks one for the outside. And so Cabrini gets the first 5. Albright answers back with a handful of its own. Mack into the corner for Parks, who dribbles out. Right elbow extended. Does not find the rim, and Albright gets it back on the air ball. So Dancy will come back with it. Looks for help, and we have a whistle. They say there's a foul away from the ball. That's Harris's first. And so that will bring play back for the Cavs. Right side, taken now by Parks, who's able to get it in deep. Mack down to the left wing for 3. Jones. Got it. So Jones able to nail that shot, and Cabrini regains the lead. 8-5, approaching the 4-minute mark of the first half. Harris can't get it to drop, and it's controlled now by the Cavs once more as Byers worked it up to Mack. A little bit obstructed, had to peel back a little bit. Nice double team. We have a whistle. They say that he walked with it. So both teams settling in a little bit. A little bit of an early start. I'm sure both teams were hoping to play in the later game, but it didn't happen. Sometimes basketball doesn't work out that way. Smoot. Near side Majekadumi. Left side for Brown. Got it in for Dancy. Dancy was looking for help, and instead This one's going to be against Jones. So that's Jones' second. Cabrini's second here in the first half. Out he'll go. In comes Smith. Dancy got it quickly underneath, and they say it went off of Harris last. It'll be Cabrini's ball again. Blasingale walks it back up. Parks looking for help. Got it for Smith. Smith back to Parks. Parks looks to make a play. Got it out to the right side. Now switch back up top again. Blasingale. Blasingale got it down to the right blocks for Mack, who can't finish. And it's controlled by the Lions again. Right side, taken back by Brown. Brown to Dancy. Left corner for Machekadumi. Machekadumi drives with a left. Great play. He's able to finish. Well, that was nice. Cabrini up by one. Byers tries to get around Brown. He does. Has to go the long way, though. Mack down to the corner for Parks. Parks along the baseline. Spoot lets him go by. And they say that he drew some contact. He'll go to the line. 5:07 gone opening half. 8-7 Cabrini in front. Spoot picks up the foul. That is Albright's second of this first half. That's his first personal. Parks will go to the line for Cabrini. On the season, he's 7 out of 12 from the line. Misses the first one, and so he'll get another chance here. Parks averages 4.6 points per game. Plays on average 23.5 minutes per game. He's able to knock down the second, so Cabrini's up 9-7 here in the opening half. Dancy playing catch with Guerrero, who's checked in. Dancy, back up top it comes for Brinkley. He's also into the game. Dancy drives, tries to kick it back, but Blasingale read it all the way. He'll come back left side with it. Blasingale. Byers, back to Parks. In the lane for Mack. Mack looks for help, works it back quickly. Off the front of the rim was Blasingale, and Albright gets a, no, they cough it up. Not sure if there was a miscommunication or it's somebody's fingernail, but it worked right into the arms of Parks, and Byers will settle things down. Byers tries to get away from Brinkley. He does, gets off a shot. We have a whistle, and reaching over everybody at the kitchen table was Mack. He wanted mashed potatoes and was reaching over the turkey. That's a no-no. That's his first. Cabrini's third here in the first half. Approaching the 6-minute mark. Cabrini up 9-7. 3 conferences, 18 institutions, 27 sports, 40 championships. Bring your best to the Middle Atlantic Conference. To learn more about the league, visit GoMaxSports.com. Again, GoMaxSports.com. As the discussion continues, now it's finally inbounded by Guerrero. We're back underway as Dancy will walk the dog and bring it over to the front court. Brinkley. Machekadumi. Parks on him. Goes the other way. Machekadumi not able to finish, but he'll go to the line. It got him on the arm. Mack picks up his second. Cabrini's fourth. 6:10 into the first half, and Machekadumi will go to the line. Machekadumi has done just about everything this season, shooting 76% from the line, averaging 17 points per game. Off the front of the rim. So teams making substitutions. Warren comes in for Cabrini. As for Albright, it looks like it's going to be Booker coming in. In a consolation game, you don't want to call it a throwaway game. Both coaches, both teams want to win, but this will be a good opportunity to see some names that you don't normally see on the court. There's disappointment in the first day not going well, but there's also opportunity in the second, as knocking down the second is Machekadumi. The margin is one again. Cabrini leading 9-8. Blasingale defers to Parks. Parks for Warren. Warren spins. Gets off the shot and gets it off the window and in. Booker was in good position, but he somehow, Warren, found a way to get it in. But Jekadumi has the pass to Fleck, has still got it to Dancy. And the Cabrini bench gives Dancy a lot of grief. Meanwhile, here comes Guerrero. Back up top, we have a whistle. And they say there was something underneath. A charge underneath. Vernon Guerrero picks up the foul, and that's not a good foul in that instance. The ball wasn't anywhere near there. So Cabrini gets the ball back up by 3. Byers. Back out to the right corner. Smith for 3. Off the front of the rim. Rebound. Controlled by Blasingale. Blasingale getting that offensive rebound. Tries to drive back. Nice play to Parks. And Parks able to finish. Cabrini up by 5. They got the first 5 points of the game. They have not led by more. Guerrero works it back. Booker for 3. Got it. Parmy Majekadumi. Majekadumi able to knock it down for the top of the key. Meanwhile, back it comes. Counted and 1. As Smith draws contact, gets the shot to drop it in. So Smith will go to the line, where he's 11 out of 14 from the line this season. That's 79%. Guerrero picks up his second. Albright's 4th. Smoot will come back in. So Smith with the opportunity to put Cabrini back up by 5. Smith averaging 11.1 points per game this season. Gets the friendly roll. It's 16-11. Cabrini in front, and it's going to be pushed quickly up the court as Thompson works at left corner. Booker for 3. Off the front of the rim, and it still went in. Isn't that how the Raptors ended the Sixers season? Brought back in. Not able to finish was Blasingale, and the Lions bring it back up court. Brinkley back to the right corner. Thompson for 3. It's off the back of the rim. Doesn't get the bounce this time, and it bounces out of bounds. It'll be Cabrini basketball approaching the 8-minute mark of the first half as Cabrini leads Albright 16-14. Parks had Thompson on him, able to defer to Warren. Warren, top of the key for Smith. Smith, right blocks for Byers, has to back away a little bit. Smith slows it down, got it back into the lane. Warren trying to drive. Good positioning by Booker, forces the shot wide, and Albright holds strong here, can tie the game with a simple field goal. But Jekadumi, left corner, switch back out. Smoot kicks it back out, top of the key. And off the front of the rim, not able to get the roll. That time was Brinkley. Parks brings it back, left corner, Warren. Unlikely to shoot from out there, drives, gets it back to the right corner. It's Byers. He'll spin and gets the friendly roll and in. Cabrini's had a lot of luck here in the early going, but they've certainly taken it aggressively to the hole. Majekadumi slows it down. Right side for Brinkley. Brinkley. Smoot. Brinkley. Spins. Cabrini says he walked. Play continues. Smoot. Left corner. Thompson. And they say offensive foul down underneath. Hitting the deck was Blasingale. Smoot picks up his second. Albright's 5th here in the first half. Division III remains the NCAA's largest division with approximately 40% of its total memberships. For more facts and figures what D3 student athletes should expect, visit ncaa.org/D3. Again, ncaa.org/D3. Byers for Parks. Parks hooks it back for Smith, who lost it, and it's brought back up court quickly. Brown will go in uncontested. Parby, that was actually Mangum. Mangum puts that one in for Albright. It's a 2-point game. Blasingale lost control. Here comes Mangum again. Mangum over for Thompson. Thompson counted him one. Parks is flat on his back, but no, wait a second. I apologize. I thought that was in. Yes, they are going to give him the bucket. With the way both teams reacted, I thought it was going the other way. Thompson gets the call and the bucket and the opportunity for a three-point play as Parks will have his first foul. He went all in, was flat on his back. You could feel the bounce of him all the way up here, is able to convert as Thompson. So Albright has the lead for the first time today, 19-18. Parks lost it, got it back. Looking for a man, that was Blasingale. And it looks like it's going to remain the Cavs' ball. Midway through the first half, it's been a little bit nutty. It's been a little bit sloppy. But Albright is inched in front after Cabrini got off to a pretty good start. Parks. Albright wants a 5-second call, doesn't get it. Letting it go for three is Blasingale. Cabrini back up in front. Meanwhile, it's brought back quickly. Not able to finish was Brinkley. It goes out of bounds. They say it went off of Smith last, and so Albright will retain possession. For the latest on Albright College Athletics, you can check out the Lions all over social media. That includes Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Albright Lions. Again, Albright Lions on Facebook. Brinkley. Brown. Got the rainbow to come in. Blackjack for each team. And we have a whistle. This one's going to stay with the Cavs as Rick Ferry has a laugh on the Albright sideline. Brought back by Brown for the Cavs, who was able to defer to Smith. Brown got it back. Back to Smith it comes. Switched along for Blasingale. He lost control. They are going to call Brinkley for the foul. That's Brinkley's first and Albright's sixth here in the first half. 9:19 remaining. Dancy comes back in for Albright. Game knotted at 21. As Warren tries to drive right side, double teamed, able to get it off the window high and down. Gentle touch from a big man. Albright with the ball. Cabrini back on top, but for how long, that's anybody's guess. Dancy drives to the left, can't get the friendly roll off the back of the rim. Warren dishes it to Blasingale, who leads it up court quickly, right side. Fakes, got it back to the corner. Smith for three. Got it! So Cabrini started to heat up from outside. Meanwhile, brought back and put in by Brown. Cabrini shooting 52% from the field, Albright 42%. From three, Cabrini 4 for 7, Albright 3 for 7. Parks thinks about it, hangs on to it, spins. And they say that if he had skates, he would have attempted a double axel. So the Lions get the ball back with a chance to tie from a long way away. For the latest on the Mid-Atlantic Conference and its members, keep an eye on its Twitter account. Follow it at GoMac Sports. Again, GoMac Sports on Twitter. Coming back is Dancy. Got into lane with Jekadumi. Counted him one! Sam Jekadumi has come to play again this afternoon. How long can he keep this up? First foul of the game for Warren. That is Cabrini's sixth with 8:07 left here in the first half. And with a chance to tie the game again is Jekadumi. He now has 11 already. He's 4 of 6 from the floor. 26-26. Warren Byers looking for help. Thinks about it, but he's got Mangum on him. Mangum's been good since coming in. Warren tries to drive. He's got company, and they say he walked with it. That is the 9th turnover for Cabrini. Albright's already got 8. Christmas dinner apparently hasn't digested through both team stomachs yet, but that'll change, I think. Or maybe not, as Dancy has called for steps. It might not be pretty. Not every game is paint by number, but I think everybody appreciates a Picasso every now and again. Byers brings it back. Right side, tries to get around Mangum. Can't finish, but he'll go to the line. They're going to call this one a Mangum. That's his first. Albright 7th. Ryan Byers will go to the line. He shoots 67% from there, makes the first one. Averages 8 points per game. Makes the second one. Cabrini back up by 2. Dancy brings it back in. Cabrini playing solid man-to-man right now. Mangum puts it on the floor. Harris tries to get through. Kicks it back out along the baseline for Brown. Brown got it back. And not able to put it home was Harris. Ball is volleyball, and it's finally pulled down by the Cavs. Byers looks to get through. A couple of jumps, no call. Back up top of the key, it's Smith. Smith almost lost it. Back to Byers. Byers spins, will fire it from the right side. Couldn't get it to fall, and here come the Lions again. Quickly, it's Brown. Brown himself can't finish, and not able to get it down either was Harris, but it's back to Brown, left corner. Able to knock down the 3-ball. And Cabrini will call timeout. Is not pleased with that sequence at all was Tim McDonald. 6:27 left in the first half. It's been herky-jerky, but it's been fun to watch. Albright in front of Cabrini, 29-28. The consolation game of the Crowne Plaza Holiday Tournament. FDU Florham and Virginia Wesleyan will play after this game. Yes, we'll have that for you here on the Albright Sports Network. I didn't realize I was doing that game until I just got here, so the more the merrier. We're great that you're with us this great day for basketball here in Reading, Pennsylvania. Look at the schedule for the Lions after this game. The heavy lifting truly begins. Saturday, they take on Stevenson. That's a 3 o'clock game here at the Bowman Center. Then Wednesday the 8th, Lycoming. It's a road game. That starts at 4 o'clock. Then Wednesday the 15th, they'll take on Wider. That's a 6 o'clock game here in Reading. And then Saturday the 18th at Messiah. That's a 7 o'clock start. Then Wednesday the 22nd, call your friends and neighbors. Call everybody. Even if your neighbors aren't good, call them anyway, because Alvernia is the opponent on the 22nd. That's a Wednesday night. The men's game will tip off at 6 o'clock. From the field, Albright, 45.8%. Cabrini shooting right at 50. Rebounds, Albright has 13. Cabrini has 10. Offensive rebound, Albright's actually got 5 of those to Cabrini's 2. Back for the left side. Not able to get it to go with Smith. And this is out of bounds, and they say it went off of Cabrini last. No, they're actually going to call a foul here. Jones picks up the foul. That's his 3rd. So I've got a feeling he'll be going to the bench for a while now. That is Cabrini's 7th here in the first half. So Manga will go to the line. Or pardon me, it's going to actually be Brown. Brown will go to the line for a 1-1. Can't make it. Shoots 70% from there. And it's brought quickly by the Cavs. Byers. Parks shifted it. Tried to get it for Mack, but it's swatted away by Majekadumi with authority. So to remain Cabrini basketball with 6:06 left in the first half. It's been entertaining. Hasn't been an exhibit at the Louvre, but it's been entertaining nonetheless. And here comes a steal by the Lions. Left side, it's Brown. Tries to finish. Can't get it to fall, but he'll go to the line, and he slams the bleacher in disgust. He's frustrated. Some days, all those shots will drop and go in. Byers picks up the foul. That's his first. Cabrini's 8th here in the first half. Harris will go to the line. Or pardon me, that's Brown. Brown can't make the first one. Brown is 7 out of 10 for the season from the line coming to this game, averaging nearly 13 points per game. Hits the back of the rim, but Majekadumi with a rebound and puts it back in. Sam Majekadumi now has 13. He's been everything, including Mr. Clean here in the first half. Albright up by 3. Parks. Mack. Spins. No, they say he walked with it. For a second, I thought it was going to count, but they said he did a jumping jack with it. So a break for Albright, and they'll come back up court with it. 5.5 to go in the first half. Albright up by 3. Majekadumi. Brown. Majekadumi. Brinkley. Got it back. Majekadumi. Spins it back out. Brinkley for 3. In and out. Rebound corralled by Harris, who works it back quickly to Majekadumi. Brown. Foul line. Back to Majekadumi. Left corner for 3. Of course he'll nail that one too. He's got 16. Albright with its largest lead of the day at 6. Blasingale tries to respond. He does. Blasingale has 9. The margin is 3. Brown. Majekadumi. Brown. Brinkley. Inside it comes. Getting it off the window and in is Harris. So Harris puts that one away. Those are his first points of the afternoon. Parks looks to make a play, goes right side, has a lane, decides not to shoot, got it inside. Not able to finish was Mack. Ball's on the deck, controlled now by Smith. And that ball goes over, and they say it went off of Albright last. So Cabrini gets it back with 4:04 left. Dancy has to climb a mountain to get the ball back from the bleachers. As so, substitutions continue. As having a seat for Cabrini will be Mack. They don't get a fresh shot clock, so the Cavs have to act quickly. But they won't have a chance as it goes out of bounds, and Albright catches a break. Dancy gets it into Majekadumi. Dancy, Majekadumi. They're on the same wavelength right now. They say, though, that this one goes off of Majekadumi. A break for Cabrini. They'll get the ball back. That's the 10th Albright turnover in 16-plus minutes. Cabrini has 11 of those. It hasn't been pretty, but it's been fun to watch. Blasingale. Left side is hitting the deck with Dewey, and letting it go for three is Blasingale. He hits it. As wanting to know why there was no call was Ferry. And now there's a discussion over at the scorer's table. With 3:29 left in the first half, Albright up by 2. But it's been a bit of a herky-jerky game so far. Looks like the basket will stand. Ferry gets an explanation. I didn't think he was going to like it no matter what. And it's brought back by the lines now. Thompson's back in for the Lions. He's in the left corner waiting for the ball from Dancy. Doesn't get it, though. Over to blocks for Harris. Harris tries to spin back. Over to Dancy. Dancy thinks about it. Foul line. Smoot. Thompson. Thompson gets it to drop it in. So Albright back up by 4. Blasingale. Right side. Looks for help. And he somehow still got it to go in. He was on his backside when the ball dropped through the hole. Majekadumi. Dancy. Majekadumi gets it back. Wants to get closer. He does. And got it to Thompson, who can't finish. Not able to finish either is Harris. As Cabrini get control of it. As Byers able to keep it on the floor. Doing some fancy work, but he can't come up with it. And Majekadumi is going to have one all by himself. That's the easiest basket he's had all day. And I appreciate the fact that he didn't go for the dunk. Very graceful. So Majekadumi now has 18. Cabrini still very much in this game as Blasingale knocks that one down. He's got 17. Brinkley got it to Majekadumi. To Dancy. Dancy tries to curl around, has to back off. Brinkley for 3, off the front of the rim. Rebound corralled by Byers. Byers works it up quickly. Looks for Parks. Parks settles it down. Dancy staring him down. Able to get it to Blasingale. Blasingale will shoot off balance. Does not get it to go down. Would probably been better off trying to set himself. Parks gets the rebound. And looks like there's going to be a foul against Brinkley. Brinkley picks up his second. That is Albright's 8th. So Parks will shoot. Does not make the first one, so he doesn't get the second. Brinkley. Majekadumi settles it down as Smith is staring right at him. Backs off. Cabrini's bench making all kinds of noise, and Majekadumi can't get it to finish. Ball is on the deck, nobody's claiming it, and wrestling it away is Harris. But he can't get it down, and they call a foul against Warren. They say that Warren just got him above the wrist. That's Warren's second. Harris will go to the line. He makes the first one. He now has 3. He's had a tough first half, 1 of 6 from the field, but he's pulled down 6 rebounds, 5 of them offensive rebounds. So just because he hasn't scored doesn't mean he hasn't contributed. He has so far. It just hasn't been the way that you would expect. So Brinkley has a seat. Mangum comes back in. Byers works it back to Blasingale. Top of the key. Can't get it to fall. And we have a whistle as it looks like Parks might have been overzealous trying to get that rebound, so he picks one up. Pardon me, I thought it was Parks. Instead, it'll be Thompson. Thompson picks up the foul for Albright. Parks will go to the line, and it'll be a 1-and-1. Makes the first one, so he gets another. Why D3? You can find out why by following the NCAA's official Division III Twitter account covering all things D3. Follow NCAA D3 on Twitter. That's NCAA DIII. So Parks makes the second. Albright up by one. They can't hold for the final shot. Mangum. Dancy. It's deflected away. It's deflected, so the Lions can work it back. Majekadumi thinks about going all the way. Got it back right wing side. Dancy dances through. Misses the rim. Cabrini with a chance at a halftime lead. Blasingale. Majekadumi trying to confine him to the scorer's table. I don't know how well that's going to work, though. Blasingale. Got it! Thompson gets it off quickly, misses the rim, and time expires. Well, it's kind of fitting that those two men, Blasingale and Majekadumi, were involved in the final meaningful play of the first half, because I wouldn't call it Jordan versus Bird, but I wouldn't mind seeing those two guys by themselves in the second half. Here are their lines. For Albright, Majekadumi, 18 points, 7 of 10 from the field, 2 of 4 from long range. Blasingale, 7 of 10 from the field, 6 of 8 from 3, 20 points. At the half, here at the Ballman Center at Albright, in the consolation game of the Crowne Plaza Holiday Tournament, it is Cabrini 44, Albright 42. We'll be back for the second half here on the Albright Sports Network. Welcome back to the Bowman Center here on the Albright Sports Network. I'm Nikolai Busko. This is the consolation game of the Crowne Plaza Holiday Tournament. Cabrini will start with the lead and the ball to open the second half, leading Albright 44-42 as both teams just, well, we know they can shoot, but can they hang on to the ball better? That's the main thing I think for both teams right now is Parks able to get it over to Mack. Mack bumps into his man but can't finish. That man is Harris. He pulls down the rebound. So, Albright does its first job, gets a hold here. Majekadumi over to Smoot. Dancy thinks about it, agonizes over it, decides to, yep, he picked it up and kept his feet moving. So that's a travel. Albright, they turned the ball over 10 times in that first half. Cabrini turned it over 12 times. That's what stopped that first half from being superior. Yes, both teams did some shooting that was really good, but ball handling's got to be better decision-making in general. Able to spin, but not able to get to finish was Mack, and it's picked up by Dancy. Dancy leads it back. Majekadumi juggles, thinks about it. Dancy, far side, baseline, trying to find Harris, and this one's out of bounds, and Albright is lucky to get it back. Would not mind seeing Keith Blassingale and Sam Majekadumi play one-on-one the rest of the way. They were both tremendous in that first half. Majekadumi for Albright, 7 of 10 from the field, 18 points, was 2 out of 4 from three-point range. Blassingale, 20 points, 7 of 10 from the field, 6 of 8 from long range. Those two guys have got it going on. Brown can't finish, back of the rim. Rebound corralled by Mack. Parks up to Byers. Byers has company, and we'll just drop it off for Parks, who gets it to Mack. Mack looking inside for Jones. Jones spins a couple of times, can't find the rim, and it's picked up now by Brown. Brown, left side for Dancy. Dancy tries to drive. Got it over to a man anyway, and not able to finish his Harris, but he'll go to the line. That foul is on Jones. And the bad news for Jones and Cabrini is that is Jones' fourth. Meanwhile, going to the line is Harris. Harris, the first half, struggled from the field, 1 of 6, had 4 points, misses that foul shot. Good news is he picked up 6 rebounds, 5 of them offensive. So Smith will come in as Jones will have a seat, and don't know when Tim McDonald's going to throw him back in. We've got a lot of basketball left here. Harris misses both, and it's picked up now by Byers. Byers will look around. Majekadumi tells Dancy to go over there. Byers kicks it back to Parks. Parks, Blassingale, shoots from a long ways away and misses that one. Meanwhile, quickly in transition, and not able to corral the pass was Brown. As happens in football a lot, he overthrew the receiver. Byers comes in, and that's beautiful. Wonderful as Ryan Byers gets the first points of the half for either team. Dancy tries to respond off the back of the rim. Blassingale. I don't think he'll shoot from Manxatawny again, although nothing would surprise me the way he's shot today. Parks for 3, off the front of the rim. Rebound, corralled by Majekadumi. Harris picks it up, Majekadumi takes it back. He's got the hot hand right now for the Lions. Majekadumi drives with a left, got it! Thrown down court quick, nice catch made by Mack. Is he able to finish? Yes, and he gets the call. Harris picks up the foul. That's his second foul. And Vaughn Mack will go to the line. Those are only points 3 and 4 on the day for him. Able to get the friendly roll on the foul shot. So Cabrini back up by 5. Dancy has Smoot with him. Smoot fakes 3. Got it! Some people in the front row knew it was going in as soon as he released it. So Smoot, those are his first points of the game. Meanwhile, Parks has it swatted away with authority by Harris. As Parks is slow to get up after hitting the deck, and that's not the first time he's hit the floor that hard today. But a tremendous defensive play to block the shot by Isaiah Harris, and now brought back by the Lions quickly. It's Smoot. He wisely pulls up as Parks was able to run back. Majekadumi did not put the ball on the court before taking a step. So back and forth we go. If you want to see how Albright College athletics operate, you can follow Lions all over social media. That includes Instagram. Go to Instagram.com/AlbrightLions. Again, Albright Lions on Instagram. Byers over to Parks. Far side for Smith. Faking three was Byers. Kept the foot on the floor. Back to Blasingale. Mack thinks about it. Drives on Harris. Underhands it. Counted and one again. Cabrini is using an extra large spoon at the salad bar right now. Mack is going to go to the line, try to convert the three-point play. Foul is on Harris, and in short order, that's his third. Off the front of the rim, and we have a whistle. They say somebody for Albright jumped in. That appears to be the case. When it rains, it pours, and right now the Lions have a flood in the kitchen. Mack has 7 points on the day. He'll get another chance here. That's a big one. Cabrini back up by 5. Dancy. Harris drives, spins. Got it back to Dancy for 3. Off the back of the rim. Rebound controlled by Blasingale. And he'll work it up quickly. It's double teamed. Off the window. Can't pull it down. Smoot had to go off of his hands, but Majekadumi picks it back up. Majekadumi. Far side Brown for 3. Overshoots it a ton. Mack. Quickly to Byers. Byers. Left side. Foul line. Goes through everybody, and he can't finish, but the ball's picked up by Smoot. Smoot gets across the timeline. They call for somebody pulling on him. Mack picks up the foul. That's his third personal, second team foul for Cabrini here in the latter half. And Rick Ferry wants to have a conversation with his team. He feels like this is an important possession coming up. 4.5 gone, latter half. Cabrini up on Albright, 52-47. The Eastern College Athletic Conference remains the nation's largest and only multi-divisional athletic conference. For the latest news information, follow it on Twitter at ECAC Sports. Again, ECAC Sports on Twitter. Again, we'll have the championship game of this Crowne Plaza Holiday Tournament right after this one is done. Virginia Wesleyan taking on FDU Florham. So we'll have that game for you as well. The tip is estimated to be at 4 o'clock, but they will put some time on the clock to give teams adequate time to warm up when this one is over with. Majekadumi will inbound for the Lions. Dancy, left side, has Blasingale on him. Foul line. Brown, got it to drop. Brown gets Albright back within 3. He now has 10. Byers has Brown on him. Byers still with it. He can do that all day and have perfect form. Blasingale thinks about launching it, spins instead. Got it back out to Mack. Front left elbow, can't get it to fall, and it's picked up by Brown. Brown quickly to Smoot. Smoot back to Majekadumi, through the lane, with a right hand, and he scores. The margin is now 1. Majekadumi now with 22. Byers tries to get Brown to back off. Goes with a left, kicks it back out to Mack, and he's able to put it under and over. Majekadumi hurries it back for Albright. Smoot back to Majekadumi, top of the key, thinks about it, but Parks is on him. Just inside the arc, nails it. And he does some high stepping. I know not everybody will be thrilled about that, but when you've scored 24 points in 26 minutes, maybe you have earned the right. Drawing contact and going to the line will be Mack. Harris gets called for the block, and that is his 4th personal with 14 minutes remaining. Beauchamp Mack goes to the line. He has 10 points today. He's 4 of 11 from the field, but he's 2 of 2 from the line. Gets the first one. That's a big one. So Harris will come out, and Booker will come back in for the Lions. He misses the second. Majekadumi. Over to Dancy. Smoot thinks about it. Majekadumi. Right side. At the elbow. Kicks it back out of the corner for Booker. Booker back to Majekadumi. Smoot. Dancy thinks about it. Gets closer. And he's able to finger roll it in. In the year 55. 55. The score is 55-55. I somehow think there won't be much separation the rest of the way. This is a pass that is ill-timed. Max says somebody was tugging on him, and now they're going to get set to play defense, the Cavs. The Lions get the ball back with a chance to take the lead. Brown says, I don't want it, Sam, you take it. Majekadumi, right, on Parks. The ball did a dance like a jumping beat and didn't go in. Trying to save it out of bounds was Mack. Albright gets a break. That ball does not want to cooperate today. All that's missing from it is the Radio City Music Hall Rockettes kicking routine. It's done everything else today. Smoot thinks about it, gets it inside of Majekadumi. That time he's able to finish. Sam he has 26. Albright has the lead. Blessingale. He's been quiet here in the second. Left corner, Smith for 3. No, it doesn't go. Trying to hurry it up quickly is Brown in traffic. He breaks it, gets it, uncontested. Now he puts it in. Tremendous individual effort by Sidney Brown. And he'll do some break dancing as well. Timeout, Cabrini. Both teams were sloppy in the first half, especially with the turnovers, but each team has found its game here. And right now, Albright slightly better, leading by 4 with 12:30 left in this one. Don't step away from this one. I've got a feeling we're going to be in for a good finish here. This is just the consolation game. So here are the MAC Commonwealth men's standings at the moment. Widener is 3-0 in the league, 10-1 overall. Albright is one of a couple of teams, 2-1. 6-5 overall, Albright. Stevenson, 2-1 in the league, 5-6 overall. Two teams are 2-2. Lycoming and Arcadia. Lycoming is 8-4. Arcadia is 6-5. Hood is 1-1, 8-2 overall. Don't underestimate them. Messiah, 1-2 in the league, 6-4 overall. Alvernia, they're 1-2, 5-6 overall. Lebanon Valley has had a tough go of it, 0-3 in the league, 3-7 overall. Out of the timeout, Cabrini trying to find a lifeline here. There's still plenty of time. Blasingale. Get it inside. Not able to finish was Mack. Getting the rebound is Warren. Kicks it back out. It goes over everybody's head. And Matt Hagee has to get rid of it quickly. So 17 on the timer, 12:08 left in the second half. Things are heating up for the Lions. They lead the Cavs 59-55, but this game's far from over. Byers looks down at his shoe, goes under the hole, does not take off a shot. Warren kicks it out. Smith lets it go. This one's not going to find the rim. So Albright with a great stand defensively will get the ball back. And the choir has started to sing in tune. You can hear that all the way down the street. Brown. Over to Brinkley. Brinkley, left side. Can he finish? Yes, he does. And that's as loud as it's been all afternoon. Albright up by 6. Brinkley has quietly had a good game. Those are only his 4th points. Meanwhile, not able to finish was Blasingale, but getting the rebound that time was Mack. Cabrini calls for time, down by 4 with 11:20 remaining. And this one is getting good in a hurry. Not that the first half was bad, but it was a little bit sloppy. From the field, Albright shooting 51%. Cabrini shooting 42%. Where Cabrini has stated the game has been beyond the arc, 8 out of 18 from three-point range. Albright only 6 of 16. Turnovers really, well, they've gotten better. I mean, it was 12-10 Cabrini in the first half. Since then, Cabrini's only had 1 turnover here in the second. Albright has only had 3. So both teams are handling the ball better. Second chance points. This has been a big part of Albright's operation today. They have 17 of those. Cabrini only has 6. Points in the paint. Cabrini only with 22. Albright has 32. So getting inside, that's been Albright's game today. Cabrini's been very good from the outside. Blasingale had 20 points in the first half for Cabrini. He has none here in the second. That's a big deal. Majekadumi has 26 points right now for Albright. He has 8 here in the second. That has helped swing the pendulum from one side to the other. But there's still plenty of time left. This is the game after all, where it can take an hour to play the last 2 minutes. Smoot. Top of the key for Majekadumi. Back to Smoot. Smoot with some long fingertips to save that one. Gets right corner. Booker switched out Majekadumi for 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound controlled by the Cavs. They'll work it back up quickly. It is Blasingale. Can he get going again? If he does, it might be an avalanche. Warren has Brinkley all over him. Mack looks around. Defers to Smith for 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound controlled by the Lions quickly. Majekadumi down the right side, and he's able to finish. Not able to get back in time was Byers. 6-point game. Byers looks around, tiptoeing. Now looks for help. Majekadumi in his sights. Switch back to Mack. Mack, right corner for 3 at Smith. Off the front of the rim, rebound controlled by the Lions. Brinkley comes back in, and they call a blocking foul. And from his back, in disbelief, it's Byers. He can't believe the call. That's Byers' second. Cabrini's third here in the second half, and it'll be Brinkley going to the line. Brinkley, the stat sheet wouldn't tell you so, but he's had a solid day defensively. He He's only got 2 points. He's 1 of 5 from the field. But he's pulled out a couple of boards, and he's had a couple of steals, and he makes that one. That's a big one. Albright up by 7. In the dictionary, that means a 3-possession game. That's a big one. He doesn't get the second one, but the first one was sufficient, at least for now. Blassingale. Brinkley's on him. Why not? Warren. Looks to get around his man Spoot. Spoot's not having any of it. Worked out to Brown. Brown along the baseline. Can't get off a shot. Back to the foul line for Mack. Mack spins, pivots, does everything, doesn't walk, and he puts it down and in. Brown hurries it back in. Brown still with it. Left elbow extended. Into the corner. Booker thought about it. I don't know why he didn't take the shot. Meanwhile, top of the key for 3. And good! Very good is Sidney Brown. Brown has 14. Albright, largest lead of the day at 8. Mack spins. Able to get the friendly roll. That's a big one. 2-possession game again. Majekadumi gets help from Smoot. Smoot. Majekadumi tries to penetrate. He does. Does not get the finish, but he'll go to the line. Brown picks up the foul. That's his first. As Majekadumi goes to the line. He has 28 points. He is 2 out of 3 from the line today. He's 12 of 17 from the field. He's only 2 of 5 from 3. Gets the first one, and it makes a lovely noise as it goes down. He can hurt you in so many ways. When he's on his game, you love to have him on your team. And he's been great today. Majekadumi looks at the rim, focusing very heavily on it. He makes that one. He's got 30. Yesterday matched his career high with 32. I somehow think he'll get there today, unless something horribly goes wrong here. Meanwhile, for 3, it's Brown. Got it. So Jordan Brown says, don't turn out the lights just yet. 5-point game brought back by Brown. And it's beautiful. Beautiful finish by Brown. You take your eyes off of him, he puts it down and in. Brown starting to hit it for Albright. The lead back to 8. Parks looks for help. Right side, Warren will try for 3 off the front of the rim. He'll probably regret that as Albright bring it back quickly. It's Brown, drives around Parks, left hand. Can't get it to drop. Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall. Meanwhile, Warren goes down, and they call him for the travel. All the lights in the intersection are red right now, so we can all take a deep breath. It's been a little bit chaotic today. 8:05 left in the second half. Albright leads Cabrini here in the consolation game, 72-64. Guerrero can't get it to finish, competes for that rebound, but Warren says, I'll take that, thank you. Parks, back to Blassingale. Can Blassingale start heating up? Can't finish, but he'll go to the line. Looks like the foul's on Guerrero. That's his third. And Blassingale will go to the line for potentially his first point of the second half. Makes that one. Smoot and Dancy check back in for the Lions. Majekadumi gets a breather, so does Brown. Brown has 17 points. Blassingale can't make the second one. That's an important miss. Brought back by Dancy. Dancy, Smoot. Smoot, top of the key, looking for assistance. Has Parks in front of him. Back to Dancy. Dancy still in it. Brown guarding him heavily. Guerrero thinks about it, now lets it go off the back of the rim. Controlled quickly by the Cavs. Outlet from Mack, and it's out of the end zone for a touchback. Albright gets the ball back with 7:24 left, up by 7. Having to dig it out of a trench is Guerrero. And so Dancy will come back with it for the Lions. Guerrero thinks about it, thinks better of it for Brinkley. Dancy, top of the key, Smoot. Caused Parks to stuff off. Surprised he didn't take the shot there, but I think right now the Lions are trying to drain some clock here. Dancy dances with the ball. Back to Guerrero. 5 on the timer, lost it. Parks picks it up. Parks leads it back. He lost the ball, and now it's taken by Brinkley. Over to Dancy, who can't finish, but the Lions have foul shots coming. Blasingale picks up the foul. That's his first personal of the day. DeLacio Dancy will go to the line. Dancy on the day, only 5 points. 2 of 6 from the field. Does not make the first one. Majekadumi will check in for Guerrero. With Sam Majekadumi coming back in, call this the last push for the Lions. Dancy misses both. Trying to get the rebound was Booker, and he got it. Oh, what a great piece of hustle by Booker. Majekadumi, top of the key. Wants some help from Smoot. Gets it. Smoot. And we have a whistle away from the ball. They're calling this it's going to be against Brown. That's Brown's second. And the fifth foul against Cabrini here in the first half. So no foul shots for the Lions yet. As Dancy kicks it back out. Right corner for 3. Off the front of the rim, Brinkley. But a great offensive rebound again. Smoot will try left baseline. Tremendous dancing. Can't get it to fall. The rebound not put on by Brinkley either. The gang that couldn't shoot straight, but they've defended well enough today. Blasingale, left elbow, can't get it to fall. Ball is bouncing around, and finally it's corralled by the Lions as Smoot able to stay in bounds. So is Dancy. Outlet for Majekadumi. Majekadumi spins, fires, and they say offensive foul as the officials held everybody in suspense. That is Majekadumi's first foul of the game. So Cabrini catches the break and gets the ball back with 6 minutes left. This one's not over yet. Parks thinks about it. Right now they just need a bucket. But this one goes off the palm of the hand of Mack. They've been trying to go low post a lot, and most of the time it seems that they've done that. It hasn't worked out well. Cabrini's very much an outside shooting team. Has had some success today from it. Blasingale was great in the first half. Has not been heard from much since. A great spin by Majekadumi. Counted and one. Oh, he's having a big day, Majekadumi. Well, now he's got 32. He's a foul shot away from a new personal high here at Albright. He has done everything today. 13 out of 18 from the field. 2 of 5 from 3. He's got 6 rebounds. He is 4 of 5 from the line today, too. Foul, by the way, is on Brown. That's his second. Cabrini's 7th. That puts Albright in the single bonus. Career high, 33 points for Majekadumi. Albright up by 10 for the first time today. Parks, left side for Blasingale. Blasingale Up top it comes for Mack. Down low it comes, and they get that one to work. Blassingale finishes. Timeout, Cabrini with 5:22 left. 8-point game. Albright will have the basketball when play resumes. Look at the out-of-town scoreboard again. When this game is over, FDU Florham and Virginia Wesleyan will play the championship game here at the Crowne Plaza Holiday Tournament. Earlier final from the Krager Invitational Consolation game down at Roanoke, it was Stevenson losing to Maryville 67-50. Other games going on right now. We'll see if we get an update for the Randolph-Macon Coaches Tournament consolation game involving Lebanon Valley taking on Dickinson. And they're in the second half, and Dickinson leads LVC 64-52. This game, I believe, has gotten underway. Stevens taking on Johns Hopkins today in the Stevens Men's Basketball Holiday Tournament Championship. Johns Hopkins, people know them for lacrosse. Well, the Division III basketball team is ranked 13th in the country, and that game either hasn't started yet or there's no information from Stevens. Also going on today, Hood taking on Ferrum in the Hampton-Sydney Classic consolation game. And this game will start at 5 o'clock, and it's Messiah visiting Cal Lutheran in the CLU Holiday Classic consolation game. The competition never stops. The athletic department at Albright College has its own YouTube channel. For the latest video on the Lions, head to YouTube and check out Albright Lions. Again, one word, Albright Lions on YouTube. We thank you for tuning in. A bit rainy on the ride in, but no worse for where we are. Can the Lions put the finishing touches on this game here? Majekadumi, he's had a day. Gets it back from Smoot, thinks about it. Drives, left side. He'll go to the line as Mack did not get all ball. That's his fourth. Cabrini's eighth here in the second half. Majekadumi will go to the line. Jones also has 4 for Cabrini. Majekadumi hits the first one. Jones not on the court right now. McDonald trying to save him for the push. The engine's running, but so's the meter for Cabrini as Majekadumi continues from the line. He now has 35. Smith. Back it comes. Blassingale loses the handle, but they say that somebody got a hand in on him. Looks like Brinkley. That is the third foul on Brinkley. Quick inbounds for 3. Boom! Smith. As they fix the net underneath. So Smith has quietly gone to work here in the second half. He now has 9, and a margin is 7. Brinkley. Dancy. Smoot. Back to Dancy. Dances into the lane. Can he finish? Yes, sir! Delasio Dancy now has 7. Delayed back to 9. Brought back quickly by the Cavs. Smith for 3. Off the front of the rim. Rebound control by Dancy. Outlets left side for Brinkley. Brinkley does not slow down. Gets swatted from behind by Blassingale. And now Parks with a long pass down court and slamming it in is Mack. So that time they had a target that connected. 7-point game. 4 minutes remaining. Smoot. Looking for help, decides to take it himself, draws contact from Parks, he'll go to the line. That's Parks' second, Cabrini's 9th here in the second half. Smoot will go to the line. He is 1 of 4 from the field. These are his first foul shots today. He makes that first one, now has 4 points. Has played 22 minutes, so it's not like he's been on the bench most of the game. He's been in the middle of everything, has 3 rebounds as well. Brinkley has a seat for Albright. I believe Brown just came back into the game. Did it go over and back? Yes, it did. That's a tough one, and Cabrini calls timeout right away. I think Tim McDonald realizes that if he didn't call timeout at that moment, the game would get away quickly and all be lost. That was a tough one. I'm not right at midcourt. I'm just ahead of it. That was awfully close. 9 points the margin, 3:51 left in regulation. This is the consolation game in the Crowne Plaza Holiday Tournament here at the Bowman Center at Albright. The Lions leading Cabrini 81-72. Here's what else is going on at Albright. Later this week, after the first of the year, everybody's back. Everybody's calmed down. Nobody's thinking about, well, they might not be thinking about Christmas anymore, or Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, or Festivus for the rest of us. Saturday, there's a basketball doubleheader here at the Bowman Center involving Stevenson starting at 1 o'clock. Also on Saturday, the Albright swim teams will travel to Hood for a meet that starts at 2 o'clock. Then more heavy lifting on the hardwood. Wednesday the 8th, there's a basketball doubleheader that begins at 4 o'clock at Lycoming. Then everybody takes a bit of a break, and then Wednesday the 15th, a week from then, a basketball doubleheader back here involving Widener. That starts at 6 o'clock. And then on Friday, January 17th, the track teams, indoor season, participating in the LVC Invite. That starts at 3:45. So Albright is gifted a possession following the over and back call. Majekadumi to Dancy. Dancy. Back up top for Smoot. Dancy by way of Brown. Smoot. Cabrini desperately needs a stop here. Smoot. Majekadumi. Looks at the timer. Right baseline. Got it! Byers brings it back as Majekadumi continues the parade. He now has 37. Inside it comes. Teardrop. Smith brings Cabrini back with a 9. But the Cavs got to come up with a stop. Smoot calls for Majekadumi, who turns left, goes to the corner for Booker. Booker off the back of the rim. He was going for the throat, didn't need to. Blasingale, can he get hot at the end here? Right corner, Parks for 3, offensive foul. Blasingale, in the first half, he had everything going on. He would have gotten that call. Second half, totally different story. That's his second. Cabrini has reached 10. Blasingale had 20 points in the first half. Was lights out from three-point range. Second half, he's only scored 3 points. That's been a huge difference in what is potentially going to be the outcome now. Majekadumi, he's been great. He drives here, right hand, got it! He now has 39. He has scored 21 points here in the second half, and we have a foul here. Brown picks up the foul for Albright. That's his first of the game. Team 7th on Albright, so Cabrini will go to a 1-1, and Byers will go to the line. Byers on the day has 6 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, misses the first, and a big defensive rebound by Majekadumi, outlets it left side. It is Brown who thinks about shooting from long range, but hangs on. Now to let it go. Off the front of the rim. Volleyball forward. And finally able to pick up the grease pig is Blasingale. But he lost it, dispossessed by Dancy. Right side from Majekadumi. Back to Dancy. No-look pass and off the window from Booker. That will likely nail the coffin shut. As Albright now up by 13. Spinning around, not able to finish, is Mack. Parks dribbles it back out. Does a couple of calisthenics, gets his own rebound. Brown. Lost it. Picked up. Brown looking for Smoot. Smoot will circle back. But Chekadumi. Explanation point. He has 42. He has 24 points here in the second half. Meanwhile, putting it back in his Blasingale. And people will say he had a great first half. Where were you? Well, Albright's done a great job of containing him. Mark Brinkley's had something to do with it as the Cavs call timeout. They have one left, or actually, pardon me, that is the last one. So, Tim McDonald has used every cannonball in his arsenal. Let's revisit what happened earlier this season. These teams met in the Stockton tip-off tournament last month. Albright beat Cabrini 83-70. Albright turned it on in the second half. All 5 Albright starters scored at least 10 points. Chekadumi had 19 points, 7 boards, 5 steals, and 3 assists. Well, today he's been pretty good. Chekadumi on the day, 42 points, 16 of 21 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 7 of 8 from the line, 7 rebounds. As now Cabrini tries to press, but it's broken by Brown. Off the rim. 5 minutes to play in this one as Albright will come away the victor here in the consolation game. Parks misses from the right corner. And the fans are sensing that this one is coming to a, at least for most of them who are here, a positive conclusion. But Chekadumi has stayed out there, and he will go to the line as getting a piece in was Byers. That's Byers' third. Chekadumi had a decent first half. Well, by the standards of the second, he scored 18 points. In the first half, he scored 24 here. And he's focusing on continuing to build that brick wall. That's point number 43. These are called good work habits. He is focusing on the rim just as he would if it was the opening minute of the first half. We're in the final minute of the second half. The outcome secure as Albright will defeat Cabrini for the second time this season. "44 points for Samuel Chekadumi. And we have a whistle. This one's going to be against Brinkley. For Brinkley, that's his third. Albright's eighth, so going to the line and missing the first one so he doesn't get a second is Byers. It wasn't pretty the first half from either team. Both teams had turnovers aplenty in the first half. And you thought it was going to set up to be a matchup between Blasingale and Chekadumi at the end, but the Lions able to shut down Blasingale, and Chekadumi turned into a one-man wildfire. Smoot dribbles it out, front of the rim. Parks grabs it. The Cab is here to pick people up. Parks will try one more trip down, and it looks like he's just going to put it away. And that's it. Sam Chekadumi for Albright. Sheer numbers, sheer greatness, 44 points, career high. 16 of 21 from the field, 3 of 6 from three-point range, 9 of 10 from the line, 7 rebounds, fueling An explosive second half for the Lions.